Welcome back, focused learners, to another explainer. Today, we're going on a bit of a culinary-inspired mission. We're going to take a definitive source list of 20 vital ingredients and transform them into the absolute ultimate health recipe for our senior cats. As our feline friends age, their nutritional needs shift pretty dramatically, and what we put in their bowl literally becomes the primary cornerstone of their quality of life. Okay, let's dive into this. Is your senior cat's diet holding them back? It's a tough question for sure, but it is an absolutely essential one for any pet parent. The feline aging process brings a whole host of biological changes, but hey, this isn't just something we have to passively watch happen. It's a challenge we can actively manage and improve. And the absolute best tool we have at our disposal, it's the right bowl of food. To build this ultimate senior cat diet, we're going to follow a really simple, bite-sized roadmap so we don't get overwhelmed. First up, the protein foundation. Second, the hydration station. Third, fruits and vegetables. Fourth, essential supplements. And finally, we'll wrap up with some pro-feeding tips. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the protein foundation, building blocks for muscle mass. As cats get older, maintaining their muscle mass is absolutely priority number one, and that means high-quality animal protein is your core requirement. So choosing the right sources is absolutely crucial. Chicken is highly recommended because it's a super lean, easily digestible protein. Turkey is another excellent choice, really rich in protein but low in fat. Then we have salmon. Salmon acts as the ultimate joint saver because it is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids for both healthy joints and skin. We've also got egg on the menu, which gives them highly digestible protein packed with essential amino acids. And of course, a high-quality senior-formulated dry cat food provides that critical baseline nutrition designed specifically for aging cats. Now, this protein foundation gets really interesting when we compare two incredibly popular fish options, tuna versus sardines. You might think they're basically interchangeable in a cat's bowl, right? Well, the data shows they actually play very different roles. Tuna is great, but it should really only be fed occasionally as a treat for protein and healthy fats. Sardines, on the other hand, and we're talking specifically about the ones packed in water with absolutely zero salt, are a true nutritional powerhouse. They are an excellent source of both omega-3s and calcium for your senior cat. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is Section 2, the hydration station, kidney function, and joint support. Because senior cats notoriously struggle with dehydration. We have to actively combat this. I cannot stress this enough, hydration is non-negotiable. Fresh, clean water is absolutely critical for kidney function and the overall health of your senior feline. Without proper hydration, the rest of this carefully curated diet simply cannot do its job. So how do we successfully sneak more water into a cat's day? The source material gives us some pretty stealthy methods here. Obviously, fresh, clean water has got to be available at all times. But beyond the water bowl, feeding wet cat food is a literal game changer. It naturally keeps them hydrated, and it has the brilliant added benefit of being way easier to chew for aging teeth. Another fantastic trick? Unsalted bone broth. Adding just a bit of this heavily encourages hydration while serving a dual purpose by actively supporting their joint health. Moving right along to Section 3, fruits and vegetables, plant-powered toppers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cats are obligate carnivores, and they are, but a few specific, carefully cooked plants act as incredible superfood toppers. Let's look at the menu. We've got plain cooked pumpkin, which is fantastic because it supports healthy digestion and prevents constipation, which is super common in older cats. Plain cooked sweet potato provides excellent fiber and vitamins. Cooked green beans are a great low-calorie fiber source, and cooked carrots are rich in beta-carotene and antioxidants. Then we have the berries. Blueberries contain antioxidants that specifically support brain health, and cranberries, if given in moderation, might actually help support urinary tract health. It's kind of like having a customized, feline-friendly apothecary right in your kitchen. Next up is Section 4, Essential Senior Supplements, the finishing touches. These are our targeted, science-backed additions. And this brilliantly illustrates the actual biological purpose of these supplements before we mix them into our bowl. Fish oil provides vital omega-3 fatty acids that deliver both cognitive and joint support. Alongside that, glucosamine and chondroitin directly target and fortify those aging joints, really helping your cat maintain that much-needed mobility and comfort in their later years. But hey, actually, scratch that. All this high-quality food is practically useless if your cat's body isn't absorbing it properly, right? That is exactly why feline-specific probiotics are so crucial.
Probiotics formulated specifically for cats are essential to actively promote and maintain digestive health, ensuring they extract every single ounce of nutrition from their meal. All right, let's pivot smoothly to Section 5, Pro Feeding Tips. This is your definitive action plan. Here is your game plan derived straight from the source's feeding advice. Step 1. Always choose foods with high-quality protein and moderate fat. Step 2. Swap to wet food regularly to systematically increase their water intake. Step 3. Strictly avoid foods high in salt, artificial additives, and unnecessary fillers. And Step 4. Please remember this one is absolutely vital. Always consult your vet if your senior cat has conditions like kidney disease, diabetes, or dental problems. Those specific conditions require specialized veterinary guidance that goes way beyond our foundational bowl.
So I'm going to leave you with this final challenging question. What's missing from your senior cat's bowl today? I really encourage you to go look at your pantry right now, evaluate what you're serving, and use this explainer to upgrade their nutrition immediately. Small, targeted changes, like swapping out a standard treat for salt-free sardines or splashing in some unsalted bone broth, can make a literal world of difference for your aging companion's health and happiness. Thank you so much for joining me, and here's to building the perfect bowl.